Legend of War here, and today we've got a Saving Your Disaster campaign, playing as Wurrzag on the Mortal Empires campaign for Warhammer 2. This campaign is in a bit of a dire situation. So, it's during the end turn and we're under attack, and he's only got one settlement left, and this is the garrison right here. This is a battle out on the field, but we can't withdraw, so I don't know if he's on force march or he's already withdrawn once already. But it's essentially a last stand. If we lose this, they got free reign to get into the settlement. So apparently he's fought this battle a bunch of times and he just can't seem to win it. Well, obviously that's why he sent it to me. Now this difficulty is on very hard, so it's not on legendary difficulty, but the battle difficulty is on very hard, so it's about as hard as it can get in terms of battle difficulty. So what he was saying, well, obviously we're up against pretty strong numbers. We've got 2 full armies to go up against, and we've only got 1.5. Now, one thing that I bet he didn't do was unclick this. What this does is it'll prevent our reinforcements from showing up, but also prevent their reinforcements from showing up. Now, in this sort of situation, why would you do this? Okay, you do this in the scenario where their reinforcements are stronger than yours. This gives you time to fuck up their army and have their reinforcements trickle in a little bit at a time. That's how you deal with superior numbers. You don't deal with superior numbers head on. You skirmish them. And this gives us the best opportunity to do so. So let's do this and see if we can win. So we don't have any artillery of our own. He doesn't have that many missile units, so that's good. We got a fair few. Alright, we've also got choke points here that we can utilize, but their artillery will make that kind of difficult. I don't usually use giants, so I guess we'll see how they go. Seems like the withdraw button's available. So I don't know why we couldn't withdraw on the thing before. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Alright, I gotta come up with a plan. So we can utilize these choke points, but their artillery is going to be a problem. Well, what magic do we have? We couldn't check to see before. Okay, at least we've got Foot of Gork. That's good. So is he on his... Yep, he's on his boar. I can't remember what it's called. This one here, we've got Sneaky Stabbing, and Gork will fix it. Okay. I don't think that's really going to be that helpful against dwarves, but... might be an idea to actually get him off the battlefield straight away. No, it'll be alright. Okay. Now, since they've got artillery... Now, it's only bolt throwers, but, you know, still be careful for it. Now, these two here, what I'm going to get them to do is go out over there, and their job, generally speaking, the AI will commit more forces than what you bring to defend against their cavalry. So, you sort of send your cavalry out, and they might send 3, 4, 5 units to go chase after them, and you don't engage with them, you're just pulling them away from the battle. That's all you're doing. Allowing your infantry then to gain the superiority, and then bring those stragglers back later on. Again, when you're up against superior numbers, you divide and conquer. Don't attack superior numbers head on, especially if you don't have any, like, super strong units, which we don't have. Keep the giant out of it for the time being. Keep him in reserve, because that ballista will wreck him up. Alright, let's do this. So, at least we can see Bounce of Power. Because the difficulty would still be on very hard. It's just that it's not on realism mode. So, Bounce of Power. Okay, so we didn't have a complete full stack. Here's 1 extra unit. Bring it in. 2 extra, actually. Alright. So, if we could dodge some of these shots to begin with, that would be good. I'm not used to using Wurrzag, so I just need to check all of his abilities. I know Foot of Gork's good, but let's try and get a good hit in. How much winds of magic do we have? We got good amount of reserve. That's good to see. That looks like a good spot. Wherever they're the most concentrated. Oh, I may have missed that by a little margin. It did some damage. I would have liked it to do more, but that was okay. So yeah, you come over here. And we can use them to take out the artillery. They're not leaving them defended, it seems, so that's fine. Wish he had arcane conduit or something. Yeah, also another thing that we could do, waste their ammunition a little bit. Not really what I'm primarily doing, but just slowing them down a little bit while we can make use of our magic. And, okay, they're gonna do that. We're gonna have to move in here quickly then. They've got a runesmith there. Okay. So ideally we want to get them into a nice big blob here. Yeah, you need to move there right away. So we can foot of gawk them a bit more. Alright, that's going pretty well though. Okay, stand back. Okay, so hopefully they get into a bit of a blob. And we foot of gawk them. Okay, shoot over here, you get a better shot on them. Right. Got 26 winds of magic. We don't want to overcast it because we don't want to use up too much of our winds of magic. We're certainly going to need it. Alright, it seems to be going pretty well to begin with. Shit, I should have done that afterwards. That's okay, it's okay. Didn't have enough winds of magic anyway. Okay, see how their reinforcements isn't completely overwhelming us. We're actually winning the engagement. You know, to begin with. Oh shit, no we're not. Okay, get the giant up in here as well. Like I said, wanted to save them a little bit in reserve. Okay, let's get two of these guys over here to shoot into this group because they've got their backs turned. We're definitely losing the melee, which is to be expected against dwarves. That's why we need the magic. We have to pop it down again. And I'm not going to overcast it. Alright, you get in there now. Hopefully most of the giant slayers are gone. Hopefully. Actually, you might be best coming over here, taking out Thorgrim first. Yeah, seems to be working. He's going down. And our guys over here, they've got a good angle. They're getting some decent kills. I just wish my guys here would hold out a bit longer. Come on, Slowpoke. Fucking kill them already. We're not getting shot by our own units, are we? I don't know what he's doing. Giants fucking suck. I don't have anything to keep their morale up. Actually, why don't we just get you to do that? You're going to be needed over here. So they must be in force march if they're coming in here exhausted. Alright, so Thorgrim's out. Come on, Slowpoke. Right, might be a good idea now to actually conserve ammunition. Just back off a little bit. This guy here doesn't matter. Can send him in because he's part of the garrison. Alright, you come rear charge over here. They're looking like they're ready to break. Run these guys down. Because I don't think Thorgrim's... No, Thorgrim's army is definitely not in force march. But the reinforcement army probably is. But definitely is. I mean, yeah, they're coming in. They don't get exhausted that quickly. Cool. And by leaving the giant in reserve, you know, we're now able to get them to fight and do a lot of damage without getting swamped right away. Okay. It's probably not a good idea for you to fight that. Okay. So the fight over here is over for the time being. So Thorgrim's army doesn't get wiped out just for winning. So try and run them down. But as for these guys here coming in, we don't need to worry too much about them. I don't think he tried to do the whole don't fight large battles. It really is the best thing you can do when the enemy's reinforcements are more numerous than yours. Which it just eliminates their advantage. And some people probably go, but that's cheese! Fuck, if you're gonna lose, fine, you know. Then just lose then, don't complain to me. If the option's available to you, you're a fool if you don't use it. Yeah, there's no way that their runesmith is going to be able to handle fighting a giant. But he's getting away from us there. Now, the enemy does still have more artillery that's going to be coming soon. So what we need to do is go near their reinforcement area and just wait for them to show up. And when they show up, just go kill them. Balance of power is looking good, but enemy still has more reinforcements to come. So let's keep that in mind. We've still got reinforcements to come as well. And while this is going on, gives us a chance to recharge our magic. I think I should just withdraw this guy here. I'd rather it replenish as opposed to recruit new units, so just get him off the battlefield. No missile units coming in here just yet. Also, the good thing with their reinforcement army being on force march is that we don't actually have to wipe them out. We just need to get them to the army loss penalty. And then they're all dead. So you could literally do like sometimes next to no damage to them. And they all get wiped out just because army loss penalty. And they're on force march. So our guys here having just a bit of a rest and getting back into formation. Let them have a little bit of a rest. Now, running these guys off completely and wiping them out would just allow more of their reinforcements to show up. So just let them slowly get off the battlefield. That would be the best thing for us. Like I said, divide and conquer. Take them out in small portions. If you're outnumbered, that's what you do. Alright, speed things up a bit. Alright, so there's unit of quarrelers. Let's say still just wait. Alright, we've got 30 winds of magic. We can pop down one more of these before we run out of... No, two more before we run out of reserves. We could potentially get 3 more of them. Alright, let's get the giant in there and we'll pop it down on him. Because it's not going to affect him very much. Just wait for them to crowd around him and pop it down. That might not have been the best use of it. Oh well. Get him back over here. He fights much better if he's surrounded by allied infantry. Alright, let's start firing into this. Alright, okay, there's the artillery, but the problem is they've come in too quickly that these guys here are... That'll be a problem, because our cavalry's pretty badly damaged. Bounce of power's still in our favor though, so it looks like we're going to win. Just a matter of how much damage are we going to take now. Stand back over here a bit more. You want your back-facing allied troops. And it's still going to take them ages before they get within firing range. Got more troops coming in. Now, since we've seen that their bolt throwers here, that was at the back of their army in terms of this, so that is the end of their reinforcements. If we've got the bounce of power here, that means we have won the battle. But we win the battle, but I'd be interested to see what the war's going to be like. Because this is a saving disaster campaign, not just win this battle. This could just be the beginning of the dwarves. Just not yet. Right, I think they're getting ready to shoot us. Let's get going there. They're probably going to turn around and shoot us as well. But we got to prioritize getting rid of the bolt throwers. Notice the bounce of power dropped a little bit. Try and dodge as best we can. Zigzag. You're going to need to attack them to get them into like skirmish mode. That's too many. It's too many. Get him out. Get him out. Get him out. At least it would provide enough of a distraction for him to get over here, but I'm not sure if it was enough. Alright, once these guys enter combat... Yeah, I should have waited for these guys to get a little bit more distance ahead of them. Get them out of there. We don't want them getting wiped out. Still got time before they arrive at the front line. Alright, here we go. Let's pop down this one. And what's their reserves? Okay, after this we don't get any more, so might as well overcast it. Tried to hit our own troops with it as well. So that's kept them delayed. 239 kills for Wurrzag there. That was a big boost in balance of power. So yeah, just let him leave. It's fine. Because like we don't have to wipe them out. We just need to get the balance of power. That's why I was trying. Oh, there we go. Army lost penalty. We win. Now, I think this guy here, the runesmith, is not part of the forced marched army, so we sort of need to keep killing him. Now, what's his speed? Speed's 32, so the giant can technically catch up. Especially if Wurrzag charges into him from this distance. We don't need to worry about the other ones. Could always use the cavalry, but I find that they just escort them off the battlefield. The giant would be best for running it down. He just needs to catch up. Actually, Wurrzag's not doing bad damage. Yeah, I should have just had Wurrzag do it. I don't know why I was wasting my time with it. Oh, that was the enemy lord? Alright, well. He was going to die no matter what. So Thorgrim's army is looking goddamn awful there. And our army is, I mean, it's not great, but we went through it. We got through the battle. Now to fix the campaign. Hard to say if we would have won that if we hadn't clicked the control large battle option. Might have been able to. Hard to say. Because we would have done more damage with the footed Gorks, but they would have ripped through us really quickly as well. And because these guys here are all reinforcements and in force march, they still suffer a defeat. They're out of here. We need replenishment. Alright, so Thorgrim's army still exists, but the other one's gone. Good stuff. Alright, now we can actually see what's going on in the campaign map. So we see we're also at war with the border princes. So he's recruiting. I guess that was the case of there was nowhere to retreat to. You're fucking kidding. It's like we needed a bit of rest time. Okay, well, this one here is... We have to fight it. No choice. We can't withdraw. The odds are worse, but this time we don't click this because we want to get our reinforcements in. Okay. What are we going to do about this? They got a lot of crossbows. Okay, so using Wurrzag would help. Yeah, I mean, if we can waste a lot of that ammunition, we'll be fine. Wurrzag's not in good shape, but he does have his boar. I mean, they're not that fast, but he should be able to dodge crossbow shots. Does have pistoliers, but not a huge deal. So reinforcements will come in. Alright, these guys here didn't take much damage, so I'm going to put them out in the front line this time. Because these guys here are quite badly damaged. You'll go out in the front line as well. And the giant should definitely stay back, because otherwise those crossbows are going to rip him to shreds. So bounce of power is not good at the moment. And with reinforcements, the odds are in our favor. Right. It doesn't mean we're definitely going to win. There were some troops that didn't even come into the previous battle. So it's not always just about winning. Maybe we can win this. Or maybe we're definitely going to win this. No problem. But also it's about keeping our army safe. Making sure we don't get completely wiped out. Or, you know, certain other units get wiped out. Because like I've said so many times, you've got to think about the next battle. There's no point winning that previous battle at the cost of the entire army, because I didn't know this army was going to come and attack. That's why you got to be careful in every battle not to take excessive casualties, because you never know, you might get attacked twice. Alright, they're not going to wait around for me in this battle. Come on. Oh shit, that's going to hurt. Get him out of there. Almost within range. Because that attack there did a monstrous amount of damage. I mean, you got 151 kills. Could have used this to slow him down. Pin him down. But they are better against that. So yeah, the biggest threat's definitely going to be those crossbowmen. We have to keep gawking them up. Oh man. Gotta get Wurrzag out of there. Alright, 300 kills. That's pretty damn good. Let's get him back over here before he's dead. Okay, and here come the reinforcements. Bouncer power's well in our favor. Make sure you run these guys down. Alright, let's go. Bloody hell, talk about a close call with him. But, you know, he's alright. Could have used this, actually. If I charge them in here, the cavalry's going to get wrecked. Well, I hope he doesn't get killed. I don't think he will, but I hope he doesn't. Alright, now they're not paying attention to him again. Gawky boy time. What the fuck was that noise? Alright, now let's turn around, shoot at this. So yeah, we've definitely won the battle. We're a bit crowded here. They're not going to shoot properly. Oh god, I forgot about the giant. Okay, he's safe to go in there now that the crossbowmen have been taken down. Yeah, just whatever, just keep him out of it now. Army loss penalty should be coming in at any moment. We need to make sure that my did he get? Okay, he shattered. Our cavalry don't get wiped out because we need them to run these guys down. There we go. There we go. Where'd they go? Right. And there we go. Right. You guys should be fine to actually just run them down. Didn't even really use the giant in this battle. That's fine. Didn't need him. Wasn't part of the plan. Alright, he's cavalry over here. Since that's the largest concentration of them, go take that out. Again, our army seems to be kept intact. That was much easier than the previous battle. Tell you what, these choke point situations here, they really do help. No, they're not catching up. Just shoot them. The thing is, next turn we still got to finish these guys off. So it'd certainly help if we could weaken them as much as possible prior to that. Cool. Yep, no units wiped out. Wurrzag, of course, took a beating, but considering the kills that he got, I think that was well worth the risk. Definitely cut it a little bit too close. But him taking out that many units with, what was it, 2 or 3 footed Gorks? That was amazing. I wonder if they're allied together.
Welcome news.
Okay, so you got 2 allies. You got Broken Nose, Crooked Movement, and Skits. Happy to get an non-aggression pact with them, but we're not paying them. Alright, now we can finally have a look at what the situation is. I'd say we go with growth. That's going to be pretty important. We've only got 1 region, and who really cares if it revolts? Hey, we got ourselves a war. Nice. No, so the war could finish these guys off. What do you end up recruiting? I guess it's these 2 here, because they're the only ones bloody fresh, apart from the archers. Let's have a look at what you've done. So yeah, you went straight for this stuff. No problems with that. That seems good. Spleen Ripper, right? That's his name. Enables magical attacks for the Lord's army. Probably not a good idea against dwarfs. Probably hold off on that. Yeah, probably this will be good, because even if you eventually go towards non-savage orcs, you can still get a bonus out of it. What should we do with you? I don't know what your plans were with this guy. Because you don't really need his magic. Well, I guess if you go to here to get the magical reserves and arcane conduit, that helps out Wurrzag. If I attack this, the War army comes in, so you could probably just get them to do all the work for us without us even having to do anything. We just basically have to watch the battle unfold. Alright. So what do you got here? Public orders, okay. So we can see by the difficulty level that it's on very hard. -4. I'm used to -8. It's all good. Ugh. 39 turns in, no technology. You could have started with it. But I don't blame you for building that. It's alright, it's not that big of a deal. Alright, let's get rid of these guys here. Yeah, so they are allies. Now, if we fight this battle manually and just sit back, we could just basically just watch the Wa handle it for us. Now, I think we only need to win here. We don't have to completely wipe them out. Because it would be their second defeat in a one-turn period. I'm not entirely sure, though. Oh, wait, I get to control them. I swear that never used to be the case. Well, whatever. Okay, so this is our army, and this is the Wa army. So we'll just utilize the Wa army. We won't throw them away. I'll try and do a good job, obviously. But... yeah, they're at full strength. The other one's damaged. And Wurrzag will get full experience, even if he doesn't participate. So yeah, definitely see the need to take these guys out before the reinforcements arrive. Seems good. Man, I guess I could bring Wurrzag in just to use some of his magic. As long as he doesn't get shot, it should be fine. Although, it doesn't really matter. Alright, still got to deal with him. Again, the giant needs to be dealing with it. Alright, this isn't going to take much longer. Okay, handful of casualties, nothing major. Cool. If our army was at full strength, I would have just auto-resolved it, but it's not. Because auto-resolving, when your army's damaged, it tends to nuke the units that are already damaged, rather than the units that aren't damaged. Oh. Okay then. Well, hang on. It still says... like, there's like a handful of hit points in that. Might be better off just to go with slaughtered captives then. Good, they both got wiped out. Okay, we can get to Dragon Horn Mines. Just gotta plan out how we're gonna do this. We need to control the province. So Bitterstone Mines, Dragonstone. Okay. We're war with all of these guys. Let's have a look at the diplomatic situation. Quite a lot of wars here. Let's see if we can get out of some of them. So the dwarves aren't going to want a peace. Nope. Border princes might. Yep, but we should take that settlement away from them first. Now looking at that. It's at level 1, so that's no threat. We can probably just auto-resolve this one. They must have just taken it. Could have done better. Loot and occupy. If a revolt occurs, it's fine. It's probably going to occur anyway. And then get him. Bitterstone Mine is not well defended. We don't need him to go do that. Why don't we get him to go sort out Stone Mine Tower. And then we get out of this war here.
The time for talk is over. Make your demands.
See how much we can get out of it.
Of course.
Cool. Of course, I had no idea if we had started the war or not, so our reliability could have taken a big hit. Doesn't bloody let us know with the peace treaty stuff. Anyway, that wasn't the case. Either they declared war on us, or we declared war on them 10 turns ago. Clan Angren probably... They're probably a bit busy. Why are we at war with the Scabby Eye?
What's your message?
If we're going to get a peace treaty with them, we should get the Confederation option. What I want to do in this SYDC is control the province. So yeah, you're going to head over to Stone Mine Tower, because the dwarves have got nothing here. I might as well sort that out myself.
I'm the prophet.
Getting Arcane Conduit would be good as well. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you still need quite a few points into all these things in order to get Arcane Conduit. And then there's also Y. You should get Y, but you're only level 13. I'd say we go with... Hang on, does this even affect Savage Orcs? It looks like it does. So, extra 8 melee attack. And 12% weapon strength. Alright, we'll go with that. Because you want to get that as well. If you want anyone to get Arcane Conduit, just get this guy, I suppose. Okay, now we can recruit some new units. Nice and cheap, too. I'm not used to using Savage Orcs. So let's have a look at the stat differences. They're dirt cheap. Well, we don't have a whole lot of cash coming in. We've got a lot of treasury. But we'll need that for construction. No, I think that's good. I mean, yeah, just... Actually, how many turns are they going to take to replenish? 5. They only cost 110 to recruit, so what we could do is just merge. They'll lose their experience though, but we need them to catch up. I won't recruit big uns because they take 2 turns to recruit. So let's merge a couple of them. And then just replace them. That growth could be useful. There's already quite a lot of growth here. I'm just wondering, would it be better for us to get this to tier 4 before even bothering with any of these? It actually might be, because you get 2 extra build slots. And it does take a long time otherwise, just to even get to here. Alright, we'll repair both of these. I don't usually repair, but we will, because of the extra growth. And we'll try to work towards getting this actually growing. Yeah. Okay, cool. So next step for Wurrzag is Bitterstone Mine. I anticipate that these guys are going to get smashed coming over here. But I guess we'll see. I can also imagine these guys here are... No, they're only at war with us. They're really weak. But they won't confederate. Let me just see if I pay them for a confederation. Yeah, no, because... No, not going to do it. Not going to pay them that kind of money for shit territory like that. Moving on. No real resistance there, but they might recruit half a stack in that turn. Then again, it's not legendary difficulty. Well, it's always good to assume the worst. Hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. We're not at war with top knots, are we? I don't think so. I didn't see them in that list. War declared Greybeard's prospectors on dwarfs. It might be because they declared war on somebody else and just declared war on all their allies. I don't know what's with those Greybeard prospectors. They always seem to just declare war on the dwarfs. Greybeard seems like a bit of a fuckhead. But it works for us in this situation because that'll keep him busy. Specifically them. Alright, so go with Mork. Because we want it to last a bit longer.
Your conquests strike fear into the hearts of your enemies, mighty lord. The wisest amongst them will know
So if it
that
grows
fate is
here...
on your side.
Shut up. It'll be 9 turns before you get back to having 3 there. And it's only for an additional 10 growth. So I'd say we stay the path here. Get this, and then you can worry about these minor settlements later. Because these settlements might end up falling again later, and they're just not worth anything right now. Okay, come stand over here, that way we can still replenish. And just stay the course. Alright, checking diplomacy once again. Yeah, we're not with top knots. Carrick Cadrin's too far away for us to really be concerned about. Carrick here, not too far away. Alright, so it's... And the dwarves, they're cut off from here. I imagine that the other greenskins are at war with them. Yeah. So looking at the dwarves, they might have their hands full. Yeah, they do. They've got their hands full, so they might even want... They want peace. Not until we take that settlement. I'd say once we get that settlement, we should take the peace option. And 1 war at a time from there. Okay? But let's secure the province first. Cool. Now, taking Dokkaraz might not be worth it right now. Unless we can get Barak Var as well. The dwarves hold the other 3 regions in that province, so... And the other enemies aren't exactly coming at you. I expect that the border princes will declare war again fairly soon, though. Or maybe they won't. Maybe they'll be busy with Greybeard's prospectors. Who knows?
I'm the Great Green Prophet.
This will stop other people from declaring war on you. But also, if other people declare war on them, you get dragged into it. I'd recommend not to do that. Okay, so they got that for us at tier 2, which is good. And now we're shaving time off this, which is good. Now, is it every settlement that we get, it actually increases the amount of growth that we need to get to where we're needed. Let's see, 1250, and this is only tier 1. Let's see. Let's say sack and occupy. Got enough movement. No, I didn't. I don't know. Must be mistaken. That's no real concern there. Now, looking at the dwarves, we could get a peace treaty with them. And that'll give you some time to sort out... I mean, Clan Angron's probably not going to be coming at you because they've got their own problems. Karak Azul is over here. It might be worth it to head over to... I don't know. Because if you're going to take a province, you want the whole thing. So you have to check to see who owns what. They own all the minor settlements, and your ally is Crooked Moon, Mutinous Skits. Can you confederate with them? It's possible. Not possible at the moment. Maybe it's because they're considered stronger than us. Well, whatever the case is, we've got the whole province now. Do we really need to keep going? This is good done. Good as done. The disaster campaign is done. I mean, you got a war army that's in good shape. You got the full province. This dwarf army is no real concern. I won't go ahead and make the peace treaties here because I'll let him decide whether or not he wants to do that. The peace is available in both cases for both the Scabbii and the dwarves. Both pieces are available. And as for these guys here, they're just a bit too far away for us to bother with. But that's the disaster campaign done. There's no point beating a dead horse with this. If it's under an hour and a half, we did it in under an hour and a half. That way I can move on to something else. Anyway, that's the end of this disaster. So like and subscribe, and I'll check you out in the next disaster. See you next time, fuckers.